cutters out?
Yep, yep.
Well, he asked me, what's it like that?
Welcome back, everybody. This is phase 2 of our concrete projects around our property, and I'll talk about how many phases we're going to have towards the end of this video. But this is a long-awaited day to help get some more projects done around the pole barn. Now, we finished the pole barn at the end of summer last year, and we squeaked in getting a pad in the fall just before the weather turned bad, and that was about the only amount of time we had for the concrete. Now, before I level out all the areas around the pole barn and put the dirt back and till and plant grass, I did want to pour a pad in front of the pole barn. I contacted Greg, the concrete guy, a couple weeks ago, and if you saw in some previous videos, I used my Deere 1025R to prep the area, scrape things down, flatten it. I recycled some stone, put some stone back. He set up the forms for me to give us an idea exactly what we were talking about, and that brings us to today. Initially, I was just looking at adding a pad in front of the pole barn that would butt up to our driveway. But while this project's being done, we thought it'd be worth it to just put a little sidewalk area in that leads to the side door of the pole barn. Greg and I had a couple discussions on whether or not we thought we needed a buggy for this project, whether or not the concrete truck can make it all the way back, or if JD could take the place of the buggy. But we decided that the buggy would be plan A. If something were to fall through, then JD would have been plan B. The main part of the pad is essentially the same width of the pole barn door, which is 12 feet wide, and it's going to extend about 34 feet, or until we run out of concrete.
You should really ramp up to that expansion. This slide easy? Yeah. Right on that mark. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, sure. Take this off for a sec. I'm showing you, come around now. You gotta watch all that stuff, huh? He is really eyeing that up. So, you know, Vincey's looking for Febreze now. Did you hear that? How's that go? He called. I'm sure you guys like the extra time this morning. No, I don't. I heard one this morning. I did this side, so Greg has to do the other side. I'm not happy about what just occurred.
From the time the concrete truck arrived, it was a little over 2.5 hours from start to finish. So I'm going to let this cure for about 2 days, and Karen and I have to go to Tennessee at the end of the week, so about 3 days from now, from this being done, I'm going to try to get sealant on it before we leave. JD's going to have to sit outside. I thought maybe I could put JD in the garage, but I forgot one thing, and I'll touch on that in a second. But it was great watching these guys work together. It's always enjoyable to see skilled labor and people that know what they're doing. And it came out great. So back to JD. I had forgot that I put this cab on JD, and even though if I fold the rocks down, I still can't get it in the garage. So I'll pop the doors back on and leave it out in the elements. Alright, so this is the completion of phase 2 of my concrete projects going on here. And what I mean by phase 2 is that the first phase was getting the pad poured into the pole barn. Phase 2 is this pad in front of the pole barn. So phase 3 would basically be bridging the gap here of the bridge and then filling this with concrete in this gravel area all the way up to the concrete by the garage. Also, it would give us a little bit of a wider area here, tie in over here, and then also a little bit of a new ramp going into the shed now that we know that that's staying. So that's probably not going to be till sometime later this summer. And I just want to see, once we have grass planted over here in this area, this is smooth and leveled out. And same thing over here on this side of the pole barn. This is leveled out, smoothed out, and a little area for my trailer on the side, just how the water and the drainage is going to be. And then once we kind of get an idea of that, hopefully they'll come back out and do phase 3. Alright, so that's going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you enjoy and subscribe to these videos. Click on that little bell when you want to know when a new one's coming out. And keep an eye on us. Take care, everybody.